Dmitry Bivol is looking to explore his options in the boxing world. He's already said that a rematch with Canelo Alvarez was explored on his end. A lot of fans said that it was a waste of time for him to explore it. Me personally, I was saying the same thing, but it wasn't for the same reason everybody else saying it. They saying it like leave Canelo alone. But I was saying it on the end as far as Bivol needs to fight Beterbiev, but Beterbiev and Bivol, they're trying to fight each other. You know what I'm saying? It's not their fault that a deal can't get done between the promoters. It's gonna happen in June. Obviously, they trying to do a build up. It's obvious now, so it's obvious that the fight's gonna happen. So nobody's really making a fuss about that on that end, but for some reason, like I said on other videos, Bivol has options right now as far as in his own weight class. And if he's not getting a rematch with Canelo Alvarez, why are people trying to push Bivol to fight? And this is no offense to Benavidez, who's one of my favorite fighters, but why is he getting pushed to the forefront for a Benavidez fight when he has a fight that's already set up and he has undisputed that he's finna do? You know what I'm saying? I've already broke down in my video about Canelo plans that Bivol is an option for everybody right now. It seems like the only person that's not an option for everybody is Canelo, and that's about it. Everyone else has made themselves available. I wouldn't say Morrell is available for everybody too, but he's not in that class. But right now, I mean, he's just not in that class right now. He's too young. But Bivol right now, he's already said that he's open to a fight with Benavidez. If it does come to that, he can make it happen. You know what I'm saying? He knows Benavidez well. They've crossed paths plenty of times, so it's not anything that's really hard to make right now. That's why I've noticed a lot of fans aren't really reaching out requesting for these certain kind of fights because they know it's easy to make. But for certain guys who I don't know if it's easy to make for them or they just don't want to make it, they don't put really too much pressure on those guys. You know what I'm saying? Like Bivol, he's an easy fight to make. A lot of people have said that. Benavidez was open to saying that Bivol is not a hard fight to make. So it just depends on what fighter you're talking about that a fight will be actually hard to make. From what I've seen, not too many fights are hard to make at this point. But Bivol is actually an option for a lot of fights right now. Maybe I will drop some plans later on 175 and see what's going to be the best options for those guys as far as in the future. But I have seen certain things and put certain Easter eggs out there as far as where those guys will go in the future. They've already basically made plans about the future in 2024. But as far as that, after that fight, post that fight, who knows? Right now, I would have to say that Benavidez would be the option for a Bivol fight in September. A lot of people was trying to say that Canelo already had the fight signed for Benavidez, and then a lot of people already said that Canelo had already signed with Bivol. He already signed the fight, the rematch Bivol. Canelo never signed. That's why people keep saying a lot of stuff, man. And it's like people throwing their wishes out there and trying to make it sound like it's facts. Canelo never signed no fight to fight with Bivol. Not for a rematch. And he didn't even offer him. They really didn't even want him to get the belt. Then the guys, they can't even have an undisputed match because you got people holding up to some, well, we're not going to count as undisputed because of the things that's going on outside of boxing. That doesn't make any sense. When you have a lot of other fights that's close to undisputed and not even getting made, but you have a fight that can get made, but we don't want to count it as undisputed. It's becoming ridiculous now. And a lot of people don't really care about the sport of boxing. They just trying to make a buck. A lot of these people just want accolades. That's why I said a couple weeks ago, I agree with Regis Prograis on what he said as far as who cares about the belts, because a lot of people ain't trying to fight big fights. You know what I'm saying? People want to try to look down on what Regis Prograis doing, but you ain't making no big fights right now. You know what I'm saying? Now we got Bivol in the picture. That's how you know the sport of boxing really doesn't have any dogs in the sport no more like it used to, because back in the day, a guy like Bivol couldn't just show up and consider himself a big name and just walk around and walk through people and make it seem like he's just running things. But these days you can, though, because a lot of these guys are scared. They don't have no respect for the sport, man, at all. You know what I'm saying? Like Bivol said, I've been doing this since I was 6 years old. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of these guys, they don't want to do what certain people do. That's why you got to have certain respect for a fighter. After a while, you got to grow out of the habit of the undefeated thing. It's cool and everything, but a fight come on every Saturday, man. Everybody ain't finna be undefeated. Everybody ain't finna be Floyd. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times, that ain't what people like to watch anyway. People don't know what they like to watch. Because they say they like to see a boxer, but then you turn on Floyd, that ain't good enough. Then they say they want to see a knockout. You turn on Wilder, he can't box. So, a guy like Bivol, he's both of them. But, I don't know. He beat Canelo, and now he's a bad guy. So, they trying to put Benavidez in the same position. They want Benavidez to kind of go against all the hard guys. But, I mean, Benavidez beating Bivol, that's not going to do anything but kind of make it look worse for Canelo, because then he'll beat the guy who beat Canelo last. And that'll be a big deal to me. I think that'll be a huge deal. So that's definitely something I'm thinking about. But Bivol, he's definitely at that level now where he's top 5 pound for pound. I'm seeing a lot of people trying to say, well, he's not top 5, and if he is top 5, I put him at 5. I mean, that's cool. You can put him at 5, 7, 8. It don't matter, because he's gonna fight Beterbiev soon. So we'll find out who's better between those two. But it won't really matter at the end of the day. If you're having good fights, hard fights, it don't really matter. Then next year we're gonna have somebody who's gonna be the new champion. So it's a new era of boxing coming in anyways. It's gonna be a lot of new changes coming on. I know a lot of guys trying to hold on to certain boxers and things like that, but it's a new era, man. You gotta learn how to adapt. You can't just try to stay around with one guy. It's not really gonna work like that. But Benavidez, he wants to fight everybody. He hasn't said much about Beterbiev, but he has said yeah to it. I don't know how many times he got to say yeah. But he has said he would fight him. But Bivol is the #1 option right now. But that's all I got, though. Like and subscribe.